I'm Penny ST, and I'm the host of Peace with Penny. Next week, on October 18th, we'll conclude with the Peace with Penny Hands of Peace series, Part 4, and we'll be looking closely at what it's like to live like a Jewish Israeli or Palestinian. We'll hear directly from Jewish Israelis and Palestinians about their experiences during 2014, May 2021, and the current violence. I know when we took our infamous trip to Israel in 2014, I had no idea what it truly was like to live in terror or live with the possibility of missiles exploding, shootings, stabbings, car rammings, and incendiary devices floating past my front door. In the brief 2 weeks we were there, I learned that running to bomb shelters and feeling the percussion of the missiles overhead was not something I wanted to get used to, or for that matter, ever experience again. We see horrible scenes on our TV sets, but it's very different when you live there and the impact it has on your psyche, knowing that at any time you could be in what is the combat zone. Many people block it out of their minds. What is it like to live in an area where it's likely that many, if not most people, suffers from PTSD? When you have to raise your kids to recognize the emergency sirens, run to the nearest bomb shelter where you have to bed down for the week, or explain to your children that they have to leave their friends again and move because their home is being demolished for the second time. Oy. And yet, there are many peace organizations of Israelis and Palestinians, like at Hands of Peace, who do work on peace. We just don't hear about them in our 6 o'clock news. Believe it or not, there still is hope. But are you curious why I care about this conflict halfway around the world? I'm Jewish, and that's part of it, but let me explain. It was the summer of 2014, and for my son's bar mitzvah present, just like many Jewish parents, we wanted him to bond with the Holy Land. Oh, it worked perhaps too well. My husband had stayed back at the hotel, and our friends, my son and I, had just stopped in a pharmacy.
Run to the bomb shelter, sweetie, please hurry. I didn't hear the sirens at first, but the Israelis did. They're used to hearing these things. We ran to the back of the storeroom. It was a 12-foot by 24-foot windowless bomb shelter. My heart's pounding. Boom, boom. I hear it and feel the percussion of the exploding bombs. I'm trying not to get sick. I look at my 13-year-old son and I think I'll never forgive myself if something happens to him.
That's an excerpt from a speech I gave to the Orange County Jewish Bar Association. It was the first, but not the last time we had to run to a bomb shelter. Our adventure and my transformation is also the subject of my book, Blasted from Complacency, A Journey from Terror to Transformation in Israel. There is no chapter in a parenting book on what to do when a war starts and you're on a family vacation. Think touring extraordinary and sacred sites mixed with cowering in bomb shelters. I'm still trying to get over the Jewish guilt of taking my son to war for his bar mitzvah present. The impact of being human targets helped me understand the plight of Israelis living like this, and it also made me want to work on peace. How Israel is often described on the news is not what I'd seen with my own eyes. And I felt Palestinian parents also preferred their children playing safely in their backyards. The missiles exploded just near enough to blow apart my world as I knew it, forever changing me. And you'd never recognize my life today with what it was like then. I believe I found my life's purpose. If you missed part 1, part 2, or part 3 of our Hands of Peace series, you can catch up or see any other Peace with Penny episodes by watching the recordings on our Peace with Penny YouTube channel or at our website at www.penny.com under podcasts. We hope you will join us. Thank you, and may you live in peace, shalom, and salam.